slow. You
Move forward with the hearing.
for a hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who is it?
Malcolm Barker.
Who is it?
Malcolm Barker. Hearing would be motion to revoke the bond. That's the hearing. There's a motion to revoke the bond. Today I had a motion for a bond reduction, but obviously the motion to revoke the bond in
All right, is the state ready?
yes,
Have a seat over there at the table. Do you wish to call any witnesses, or do you wish to put on your proof?
I'll just call my first witness.
All right.
Ms. Michaela Howe.
The judge. Can you make sure they speak right into the mic?
I will. I'll do my best anyway.
Raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give in this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God. Thank you.
Ma'am, our recording system has to pick up everything that's said, and those microphones are not very powerful, so you'll need to get really close and speak really loudly, okay?
Judge, before I start, I know that defense did not call for the rule, but I just wanted to make it clear that I only have the victim and the officer.
Yeah.
Could you state your full name for me, please?
Michaela Howe.
Okay,
Is that microphone on?
there's something making noise up here.
Can you talk loud enough?
Yeah.
And I didn't get her name.
Michaela Howe.
How do you spell your name?
Mikala.
Hi.
HIGA.
No, Miss Michaela, you don't live in Tennessee anymore, do you?
No.
Where do you live now? You don't have to give me your address, but what state do you live in? Just remember, talk a little bit louder, okay?
Ohio.
Now that's good. Keep it like that.
You ever see those people, those singers performing on stage when it looks like they're about to eat the microphone? Well, there's a reason for that, so you might try that.
Back in September of 2024, where did you live? Okay.
Okay. Maybe I just need to move up here. I just
See
cannot.
that officer standing back there? And I want you to talk loudly enough for her to hear every word you're saying, okay? That means if you have to shout it, shout it.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, go ahead.
You said you lived in Humphreys County then
Yes, ma'am.
in September of 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And can you tell the court briefly how you knew or know the defendant, Mr. Malcolm Barker?
He was a friend.
He was a friend?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you recall how long you had known him prior to these events?
See you in months.
Can you tell us what happened on the night of September 17th?
I needed to go get my phone charger because my phone was dead. And I ran into my phone at the red light. But I don't know any of the roads. The train tracks and the red light right before Washington Circle.
And that's in Waverly, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you ran into Malcolm. And what did you and Mr. Barker talk about?
Going back to his house and getting high.
And getting high?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and at that time, were you an addict?
I was.
And what was your drug of choice?
Mad.
And Malcolm offered for you to come back to his place?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you go?
I did.
And in your mind, what were you under the impression was going to happen?
We were gonna hang out and get high and talk. He said he had a few things that I could go through, like clothes, and he had a charger, art stuff, you know, things that piqued my interest.
Now, you and Mr. Barker were not in any kind of sexual relationship.
Not at all.
Has you ever been?
No.
So you went back to his place?
Yeah.
Is that here in town as well?
Yes.
And what happened when you got
We went to a house with no electricity. I needed to use the bathroom. He wanted to use the bathroom, and then we went into one room, and there was a whole bunch of stuff on the floor. It was dark, and then we went straight across, climbing over all the stuff, into another room where a bed was and a bunch of junk on the floor.
there? Was there drugs there?
Yes.
Did Mr. Barker tell you what kind of drugs they were?
He said it was meth.
Did he offer you some?
Yes.
What happened then?
I took it. I procrastinated. I took too long. He got upset.
Well, when you say you took too long to do what?
To put the needle in my arm and the drugs into my veins.
Okay. So you weren't doing it right away?
No.
Why is that?
I was procrastinating. I really didn't want to. I was in a debate whether or not to do it because a friend of mine, another close friend of mine told me that if I did the drugs, then I could no longer be in their life.
Okay. So you were thinking about trying to get clean?
Yes.
What happened when you hesitated?
He got upset because he was waiting for his turn. He flicked it in my arm as I was holding the needle to my skin. And he took over by taking the needle in his hand and fishing for the vein.
He didn't put it in a vein though, did he?
No.
Did you have an abscess on your arm where the drugs went directly into your
Yes, I
body?
did.
Okay, they didn't go into the vein?
No.
And you have photographs of that too, right?
I do. I also have medical.
You went to the hospital later.
I do.
Okay, we're gonna get there.
Oh.
It's all right. And after the drugs were injected into you, what happened then?
I felt off. I felt like I needed to lay down. I wasn't feeling well at all. So he put a pillow behind me and told me I could lay down. So I did.
And you said you were feeling lightheaded.
Yes.
Did you feel like you were gonna pass out?
In and out of conscious.
What happened after you laid down?
He started touching. He started rubbing my legs, massaging aggressively. He put one leg over him and one leg under him, so I could not move. I told him I couldn't move my leg. He said I'd be all right. He kept going. I told him to stop multiple times. He did not stop. He told me I was fine. Over and over. Then he got on top of me and I was able to get him off of me.
Well, can you tell the court what he did when he got on top of you with his hands?
He started to put his hands in my shorts from the side and was going for my vagina.
And did he put his hand or fingers inside of your
Finger.
inside of your vagina?
Yes, ma'am.
And that was against your will?
Yes, ma'am.
And you had told him to stop?
I did.
And when he did that, what did you do?
Got him off of me. I don't know what was in my hand, but I hit him. And I saw he was on the floor. I don't know why I asked him if he was okay, but I asked him if he was okay.
Did you then leave?
I did.
You were able to hit him with something and knock him off of you? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
I just don't know what was in my hand.
Were you able to get away from that residence?
Yes.
Where did you go when you got away?
I don't know the name of the road, but a little ways down on the right hand side, it's like I don't know, a mansion house. I don't remember the name of it. Nicole, a lady named Nicole was there, but she did not answer the door.
Did you stay there until police officers found you?
No, I was there for at least 2.5 hours, trying to get someone's attention, but my phone was dead. And I guess after waiting for so long, I decided to go back to where I was originally going.
Before you met with Malcolm?
Yes.
Did you fall at some point?
I did. When I got back to, I don't remember the dirt road, but I was on the dirt road. There was like a little ledge, and then there's a car. My ankle rolled off the edge, and I fell, and my arm got trapped behind me. I could not get up. At some point, I believe I lost consciousness because I don't remember any car really driving by, and then the sheriff's and ambulance showed up.
And were you taken to the hospital by the police, the ambulance? Okay. And they did some tests, correct? And the officer, I believe it was a female officer, she took photos of your injuries, right? You had some bruises on you?
I did, on my right leg.
And that was from Mr. Barker?
Yes.
And do you remember what the drugs were? The hospital did some tests and the results came back. Do you remember what the drugs actually were?
Heroin.
And you didn't know that at the time?
I don't do heroin.
And Mr. Barker knew that, right?
Yes. I actually asked him if it was just meth.
And you spoke to Officer Elliott, didn't you? I believe his department. And you told him what happened?
Mm-hmm.
All right, no further questions, Judge.
Ms. Lowe, do you have questions?
Yes. Hi, my name is Stephanie Lowe. We've met one time previously. I just have a few follow-up questions for you. In your statement today, you stated that you and Malcolm Barker were friends, correct?
Yes.
Right. And you chose to go to his house willingly to get high, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Prior to this incident, when was the last time you had done any kind of drugs? How frequently were you doing drugs at this time?
Every day.
You were doing drugs daily?
Yes.
Okay. And by drugs, was this meth?
Just meth.
Meth. Okay. Whenever you would do meth, how would you do meth?
I would shoot up with a needle
Okay. Where would you shoot up?
in my arm.
Both arms?
Yes.
Did you have any marks on your arms prior to this incident?
Mm-hmm.
What do those marks look like?
Needle marks, like some needle.
Do you have any abscess on your arms?
Mm,
Any of these pictures that were taken of you, were there abscess on your arms?
yes. Yes. Some his
There were abscess on your arms.
and abscess.
Okay, so were there scabs on your arms?
Yes. Not abscesses, scabs.
Okay, and what were those scabs? They were from picking?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any other bruising on your body?
I'm sorry.
Going into that day, was there bruising on your body?
Before? No.
Did you have bruises on your body at the end of that day?
Yes.
What color were those bruises?
Purple, blue.
Were they yellow?
The abscess was
Were there yellow bruises on your body?
on the abscess.
Yeah, I'm going to object to extremely detailed line of questioning here. I don't know that it's relevant to a motion to revoke bond. It's more like a trial situation.
What is the relevance?
Your Honor.
Sustaining objection.
All right. So you stated that you felt lightheaded. Is that right?
Yes.
In your testimony at the preliminary hearing, you discussed that you felt paralyzed. Is that right?
Yes.
Why didn't you include that in your testimony?
Because I was asked if I felt lightheaded.
Okay. Did you include that in your statement that you gave to the police?
That I felt lightheaded.
You felt paralyzed.
I felt off and I could not move, is what I said.
Today, your testimony is that you had hesitation in regards to this drug use on this day. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did you include any reference to hesitation in your statement to the police?
Yes.
Was this in your written statement?
I don't remember. Yeah.
Ms. Hyde, do you recall giving a written statement to Waverly Police Department?
I did.
Pass this to you. Can you identify this document for me?
My written statement.
Do you remember, can you take a second to review this document? Tell me, does this reflect your best recollection of what you wrote that day?
I do.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I remember the statement.
Okay, so is this an accurate depiction of what the statement you wrote?
I guess. I mean, for the majority of it, yes, but I did ramble a lot.
Okay. Okay. All right, your testimony today is that you went into a shack, correct? Or a home, is that correct?
Mhm.
Okay. When you entered that home, if you can look at page 3 of your statement. At the very bottom, you stated, "We stumbled into his bedroom." Can you tell me what that means?
We tripped over all the junk that was in the floor.
And then you sat down and you elected to do drugs, correct?
Yes.
Did you initiate this drug use?
Did I put it in the needle and put the water and put it to my arm? Yes.
Okay. Then what happened?
I hesitated.
Okay. If I hesitated, can you tell me how long that was?
Few minutes, 15 minutes, I don't know.
Okay, so you held the needle to your arm for 15 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. At any point, did you try to stop?
Stop. I didn't put it in my arm yet.
At any point, did you put down the drugs?
No.
You can flip to page 4 for me of your statement. Can you read the last line of that going on to the next page?
Oh, well. Or, after I get the water in and drugs melt down, I go to, and I need to read my head. In a quickness, all that was in the rig, using every hit of 95% of the drug that was supposed to go in my vein and didn't.
Is this you indicating that you shot up the drugs into
So
your
this
arm?
is me indicating that when he pushed it in, it missed my vein and went into my arm.
Why didn't you make any statement in this saying that Mr. Barker did that?
I can't tell you why I did not mention that in the statement. I do remember feeling very groggy and falling asleep. The first page to me doesn't even make sense. Some of the words are very, I don't know how to explain it. I have words on following my own statement.
Okay. Is there any statement in here that says that Mr. Barker shot drugs into you? Did you make any allegations of penetration outside of Mr. Barker's hands?
I said just as you.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
I said just as you. I apologize.
At the hospital, do you know what kinds of tests were done on you?
No.
Do you know if they performed what's called a rape kit on you?
I did not.
They did not. Was your DNA ever taken?
Yes.
By who?
A Q-tip and a nurse?
By a nurse?
A Q-tip and a nurse.
And you live in Ohio now, is that correct?
Yes.
Since the date of this alleged incident, has Mr. Barker had any contact with you?
No.
Do you know if there's been any attempts to have contact with you?
No.
Does he know where you live in Ohio?
Yes, I know.
Do you know if he has any connections to Ohio?
I have no.
No further questions.
Redirect.
Ms. High, would it be accurate to say you had a pretty traumatic night that night?
Sam.
You had been raped, injured, injected with heroin. Is it maybe possible that you left some things out of your written statement?
Absolutely.
But you did talk to the police as well, correct? Did you tell Officer Elliott that Mr. Malcolm Barker flicked the needle into your arm? That you hesitated for a minute? Did you tell him that? Okay, no further questions, Judge.
Thank you, ma'am. You may step down. You can have a seat in the courtroom if you like. Mr. McLeod, you may call your next witness.
Thanks, Judge. I call Officer Elliott to stand.
Elliot, if you raise your right hand, be placed under oath.
Do solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you now give in this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I swear.
Could you state your full name for me, please?
Caleb Elliott,
And where do you currently work?
work at the Waverly Police Department currently.
And were you working there back when you had this incident with Ms. Hyde?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
And you've heard her testimony in the courtroom today. Does it match what she told you the night of the event?
Yes,
And she did specifically tell you about the drugs and the hesitation and Malcolm Barker putting the needle into her arm?
yes, she did.
And based on what we've heard today and what you heard that night, you took out the warrant against Mr. Barker for rape, correct?
That's correct.
Further question?
You have a question, Ms. Sloan?
Are you aware of whether or not a rape kit was performed?
A rape kit was not.
What DNA was collected?
I believe DNA was collected from Miss High and some fingernail sprays from Mr. Barker.
Okay, and what happened with those?
They were sent off to the TBI. I would have to have the form in front of me, but I don't know exactly what the issue was with them. They didn't end up testing them as far as I know. I know multiple attempts have been made to get into contact with them to figure out what the issue is.
Okay, so there's been no conclusive testing of any sort.
That's correct.
Okay, so is there any other DNA evidence that could arise?
Not that I want to.
Did you go to the scene of the alleged crime during your investigation?
I did not.
Did anyone?
I did not recall.
Do you know if anybody confirmed the layout of the home that she reported this happening?
Not that I'm aware of.
Have you all received any kind of reports from any other individuals in connection with this case?
Not that I'm aware of.
Outside of Ms. High's testimony, do you know of anything else that connects Mr. Barker to these charges?
Such as?
Anything?
Not that I'm aware of, no, ma'am.
No further questions.
Redirect. Thank you, officer. You may stand down. You may call your next witness.
I have no other witnesses.
State has rested. Do you have any witnesses, Ms. Lowe? You have that microphone.
Let me move back here.
I'll hear you in argument. Let's let our clerk get, court reporter get situated again.
I got you. I'm fine.
We're ready?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's argument on Mr. Barker's revocation of bond is based on the fact that he received new charges that we've discussed here. Mr. Barker has not been convicted of these charges. Obviously, we have a trial date coming, and the statute says that the court may revoke Mr. Barker's bond if he's charged with other offenses. And that in the case cited by the state v. Bergens, it says that you should consider any additional bail conditions or increased amount of bail and consider the bail factor. And just looking at everything as a whole, Mr. Barker, he has not made any further contact with the victim. The victim is no longer residing here. They have no contact. He has no way of contacting her. there's not really any kind of risk to the victim in allowing him to keep a bond. He's made no indication that he wouldn't show up for any kind of hearing. He obviously has a bond set in his other charges, so there's an additional bond there. And all of these things are in place to ensure that he will come back here for a trial in this cause. The evidence in this case, the strength of this case is one thing that this court can consider. There's no DNA evidence. There's the only thing that this is going to come down to is Ms. High's testimony. Ms. High's testimony has been a little bit inconsistent between the prelim, between the statement she gave today and the statement that she wrote for the officers. It's not a super strong case. So our position would be that due to the lack of risk to the victim and to the weaknesses in the case, that Mr. Barker should be permitted to keep his bond, and that the state's motion should be denied.
The state would respond by saying that, for the record, Mr. Barker was out on bond for violent charges, assault on a first responder, and resisting arrest when he got this new charge of rape. State's position is that this new charge is a very serious charge. It's significant in nature, and it's not just about the threat to the victim. It's about the threat to the community at large. Mr. Barker has shown that he has no regard for the community. He continues to get charges. He does have a pretty good criminal history already. It's not his first interaction with the system. Further, the state would argue that it's the state's position that the case is good. Yes, there's not any known DNA evidence at this time, but people can be convicted on the testimony of the victim incorporating evidence, which she testified there's bruising, there's an abscess where a needle was pushed into her arm. The jury could convict Mr. Barker of this crime. Therefore, the state would ask that the bond be revoked. Thank you, Judge.
Well, the defendant was clearly released on bond in this court for a bond of $7,500. And the charges that are before, that are involved in this case, which is docket number 14942, involve a resisting arrest, 2 counts of assault, and a charge of public intoxication. And one of the assaults was an assault on a first responder. Actually, 2 of them were assaults on a first responder. So it is clear that the defendant's conduct was, at least in those charges, and he hadn't been convicted of them as well, that they were alleging a violent act that led to those charges. Then the state has moved to revoke that bond based upon the fact that he's been charged in a rape case involving the facts that we just heard from today. And as Ms. Lowe points out, he's presumed to be innocent, has not been convicted of that new charge either. And the law is encoded under 4011-141 of the Tennessee Code, which has to do with a person who is released on bail and what might happen if they violate the terms or if they commit a new offense. Subsection B states that if after the defendant is released upon personal recognizance, an unsecured personal appearance bond, or any other bond approved by the court, which would be applicable here, the defendant violates a condition of release, is charged with an offense committed during the defendant's release, or engages in conduct which results in the obstruction of orderly and expeditious progress of a trial or other proceeding, then the court may revoke and terminate the defendant's bond and order the defendant held without bail pending trial or without release during trial. And what that really just means is that the fact that a person is released on a recognizance to show up, but then is charged in a new offense, should be considered by the court in that, and it's not mandatory, but it is discretionary with the court. the point I would make is that the testimony of the victim in the case may as arguably have, as Ms. Lowe puts it, make it a weaker case. I don't agree with that argument, but I'm just simply saying that argument is made. However, the grand jury of Humphreys County found probable cause after a hearing to indict this gentleman, not on the aggravated rape case, but on the charge of rape itself. And as a result of that, there is a finding by an independent body, the grand jury, that indicates that there is a charge or a crime that has been committed by Mr. Barker, while he was on bond for this other charge. I'm assuming he has not made the $50,000 bond on the rape charge, and I'm assuming that's what Ms. Lowe's motion to reduce bond was probably going to involve. But in this court's opinion, the statute does allow for the revocation of his bond based upon the fact that he has been charged in not just if this was a misdemeanor case or a very minor offense, then it would be one thing. But rape threatens the community as a whole. It threatens the individual that was the victim. And as was pointed out, the grand jury of this county has found probable cause to indict him. And for that reason, this court finds probable cause and finds a basis that under 40-11-141 subsection B, his bond in this case should be and he is hereby revoked, and he is held pending the trial in this case.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
Any other cases that I need to deal with, Mr. Simpson, Mr. Hooper?
I don't think there's anything on the docket now, but I do have an order. The court will entertain that.